Wow, I can see the books.
Hi guys. Yes, yes. You know, I had to take it out for a special occasion like this. How are you guys? How are you feeling?
Good.
What's one scene that you are most proud of in After We Fell?
Maybe the final scene for me. Maybe. I can't say what happens, but yeah, maybe the final scene for me. I really enjoyed doing it. And actually there was a huge number of fans outside when we were shooting that scene. And they couldn't really see what was happening, but it almost felt like theater in the way that like almost had like an audience. But no, I really enjoyed that one. I can't wait for the fans to see it.
And so when you mentioned the fans, how was it filming in Bulgaria, moving the filming from the US and going to Bulgaria in such a conditions during the pandemics?
Well, the climate was a big adjustment because shooting in Atlanta in the summer is very hot and humid, and shooting in Bulgaria in the winter is very -0 and cold. And so that definitely, at least visually, I think affected the film. I remember the first day, I think the very first day we shot at a college campus. And by the end of the day, it was swarmed with fans who had found the set. And I don't think we've had that experience in the US. So I think it definitely speaks to the passion of fans in Europe, but in particular Bulgaria.
If you were to sell me the movie in 3 words, what words would you use?
Best film ever.
Best movie ever.
Okay, Amy, hi there. I can totally believe the answer. You're up for a small game of who is most likely to forget a line during the filming.
Me, but not because I'm forgetful, just because Joe is super not forgetful. Like I think I'm fine, but I'm now depicted because it's me. I'm up against Joe. You can't win that one. She never forgets a line. So me by default.
That's sweet, but definitely a lie. I do.
Okay. Who is most likely to be late for filming?
Maybe me.
No, we're both fine. This is tough. We're both good like that, I think.
We'll just be fair and make it. Sometimes with a girl, it takes a little.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, that's you by default again then.
Okay. Who is most likely to accidentally break something on the set?
Me.
You.
Do you remember that chair that was broken that I sat in, that everyone sat in?
Yeah.
Collapsed.
Yeah, it was quite fun because we kind of, it wasn't like you wanted someone to sit in it and collapse, but like it would happen. It was basically a chair that looked like it would continue to be a chair after you sat on it, but it was quite deceiving. That was quite fun. I kind of wanted to stay in my house and just to have me like, take a seat.
Who is most likely to spell a secret?
Between me or Joe?
Anyone, could be anyone.
Again, I think we're both good at keeping secrets, but I'll take it. Yeah, okay. It's kind of hurting my pride to say that because I don't think. I think
you don't have to take it.
I used to tell you.
You can put it on someone else. You can just throw it on someone else. You know.
Oh, cool.
They'll probably never know.
Kiana, down to put on Kiana.
Oh, I want to put it on Kiana.
You don't?
I can put it on Chance.
Cool. You can do Chance. I'll do Kiana.
Okay. So when you were talking about them, how was it adjusting to fairly new cast members?
I think it's just the situation, and what's really nice is that all of the new cast was so great and so wonderful. I mean, Kiana, Chance, Ariel, everyone was just really professional and happy to be there, and great, smart, lovely people. So I think that was just such a blessing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Oh my gosh, now I feel bad that my office isn't as after-fied as yours.
You know, I had to put them on display, obviously. You know.
Yeah, looks good.
So I wanted to ask, first of all, what was it like filming in Bulgaria, and what was it like making the decision to move the filming from the US in such a situation as it was with the COVID and everything to Bulgaria?
Yeah, so I made my first movie in Bulgaria. So I feel like it's kind of my second filmmaking home. And I love the crew over there. So, and like, you just get so much more for your money, not to get too technical with it, but you just get a better movie because you're able to put more in front of the camera instead of behind it. But there's also difficulties like, having to be overseas for 5 months. And during the pandemic of it all, like I didn't see any of my family or friends or my significant other for or my dog or horse, for 5 months, which I think that was the most difficult thing for me was not being able to see anyone or anything that I loved. But it was really, I love that country. It's really great.
So did you manage to do something fun outside of the set, or were you kind of trapped in the hotel because of COVID restrictions?
Yeah, we were pretty much completely quarantined. We couldn't, during prep when we were scouting, I did some things. And honestly, like, work, like the great thing about filmmaking, we're in beautiful locations, and like one day we went out to this gorgeous lake, mountains. So it's not like we're trapped in an office. But yeah, there wasn't so much like socializing. We had to be pretty on our own.
So a lot of fans were surprised that Anna was not as present with the production of this movie. So I was wondering, and a lot of them asked me to ask you if she was involved somehow, if you consulted with her during the filming.
Yeah, I definitely consulted with her a lot, particularly in prep and in development, because I felt like it was really important that her voice be present. And, she kind of is the magic behind the franchise, and the fans adore her, and she knows the fans like no one else. So it was really important to have that rapport. And I give her all the credit with this, because it is it's a magical thing unto itself. Like no one can do what she has done.
So if you were to sell me this movie in 3 words, what would they be?
3 words. Okay. Huh? Intimate, emotional, and relationships.
Okay, that sounds interesting, intriguing. So those words make me think of another question for you. So what scene are you most excited for the fans to see? And what scene are you proudest of?
I'm most excited for the fans to see the gym scene, I think. I think that was kind of like, when everything just comes together really well. Like the production design is beautiful, the performances are beautiful. It also has this like really wonderful emotional arc where like Hardin starts out so down and depressed and sad, and then it arcs into this beautiful lovemaking bit. And also the song we got for it is really, I love it. So I think everything is just comes together for that. And I'm excited for the fans to see it because I know it's a fan favorite. And my favorite scene to shoot, I think is actually like a really tiny scene between Hardin and Vance towards the end. It's a tiny little scene, but we shot it on the second day. And I just think that like, it's so subtle, and both of those actors are so wonderful. And it was really the moment where, after all of this hard work in pre-production, it finally was like, oh, this is gonna work.
So how was it working with them, with Joe and Hero?
It was great. Working with all of these actors has been wonderful. They've all been so talented and unique. And I think the great thing about Hero and Joe is like, they're both immensely talented and intelligent, but they're also so different. And so as a director, it's really fun to figure out like how to direct each of them.